years, Jim. He didn't deserve that. 2 years of my son's life while she walks away.
Well, yeah, but she didn't exactly get away scot-free now, did she?
Yeah, but she's still free to get on with her life.
Look, it wasn't Victoria's fault, was it? I mean, she did have to tell the truth.
Oh, well, you've changed your tune, haven't you?
Look, blaming her is not helping anyone, not anymore, all right?
But she is to blame. Her and her flaming money. You know that as well as I do.
Yes, I'm not denying it played a big part in putting him where he is, putting him in his situation behind bars, but you have to admit he played his part too. When it comes to turning arguments in his favour, he's not exactly in the beginner's class as Stephen now, is he?
Yeah, that's got a point, Mum. I mean, when it comes to flirting with trouble, Steve was doing very nicely, thanks very much, even before Vicky came on the scene.
He wasn't in prison. What is the matter with you two?
Look, will you listen to me? I wouldn't wish that on anyone, so I wouldn't. And I hate the idea of him being behind bars as much as you do, but it happens to be a fact. And incidentally, I think 2 years for what he did is diabolical. Look, the best thing we can do for Stephen now is stand by him, let him know we're there for him. Instead of arguing amongst ourselves, it's not helping anyone, you know.
Yeah, well, it still doesn't alter the way I feel right now, inside.
We can all go, I take it, to see him. Right, well, you get yourself down there tomorrow, and we can all go together.
Jessie thought you might fancy a bit of toast.
I'm not hungry, thanks.
Well, I'll leave it there, in case you change your mind. You did the right thing, you know. You told the truth. You need have no conscience about that.
I was thinking about my mum and dad, actually, and what they would think of me now. They gave me so much. They wanted so much for me. And what have I got to show for it?
Look, Vicky, love. What's happened is history now. Just like Steve MacDonald, if you've got any sense.
How could he do that? How could he stand up in court and lie and make out it was all down to me? Do you know what really hurts? Realising what a fool I've been. Turning a blind eye to what he's like. And then having to face up to it all. In court, in front of all those people.
Yeah, well, you know where you stand now, don't you?
I did love him, you know. I really did.
Well, I think he's got us to a T.
Well, there's a likeness, definitely.
My favourite herb, she's not like me.
Gave over. You want to take a look at Miriam when you've had a skinful. He's done you a favour if state you were in.
You don't go on holidays to stay sober, Vera.
Well, you don't, that's for sure. Right, where shall I put him, eh?
In the bin.
Look, any more cracks like that and you'll end up in the bin. Well, they've got to set pride of place in the bar.
Oh, come on, Vera.
Yeah, for all the world to see.
Hey, they're only a bit of fun. You know, makes a change from them straw donkey things and them castanets. Eh? Well, that's what folks usually bring back from Spain, isn't it?
Hey, before I forget. Ooh.
For me?
Oh. Just a little present, a little thank you. Taking over at bar while we're away.
Oh, you shouldn't have bothered, Vera.
I'll be back sometime this afternoon.
Well, you just enjoy yourself. Oh,
morning.
Emily.
Good morning.
It's a pity Ashley can't teach me to drive. Could have got a lot of practice in today. But he can't. So I'll just have to keep on looking for someone to teach me. If you do think of anyone.
I'll let you know. See you.
See you.
Bye.
Golf?
Yeah, with Angela and Norris. And the Lady Vice Captain. It's gone to make up a 4.
I thought you'd have been on the allotment today.
If Derek thinks I'm going to break my back down there while he's swanning about on a golf course with his ex-wife and his boss, he can think again. So if you're planning on having lunch in the Rovers, I'm open to offers.
These are very good. Definitely you and Jack.
Yeah.
Where are you going to put them?
Well, we've not decided yet. In here somewhere.
Good thinking. Give the bar a bit of character. Show you can take a joke.
Mine host and his missus.
Hey, demand. Mine host and her husband. Don't forget whose name's above the door.
Well, if you take a tip from me, you'll put 'em where nobody can get at 'em. You don't want the benefit of their artistic talents and all.
No, well, better not, though. Here, listen, you've had no complaints while we've been away?
Complaints? What about?
Well, you know, I've better been treating you all right, Ash. Not being throwing away about, I don't like that.
Well, not with me.
All right. And she's been all right with customers, Ash, and Billy?
Oh, not only customers.
Eh?
I mean, Billy knows how to enjoy himself. Well, at least he did, until she marked his card for him. Not that he were doing any harm. Well, you know what he's like when he's had a few pints inside him.
Enjoy your bath.
Yes, thanks.
Look, do you fancy a run out somewhere, eh? We'll find a little pub and get something to eat.
No, I don't think so.
I just thought it might help to...
What, take my mind off things, help me look to the future?
Well, yes.
No home, no job, no qualifications and no friends.
And now, you can't say that. That isn't true.
And you wanted me to be realistic?
Well, for a start, you're not homeless, are you? You'll stay with me for as long as you want. And as for having no qualifications, you can't say that. You ran your own business.
And what a mess I made of it. What have I got to show for it?
You'd have had plenty if that husband of yours had pulled his weight.
The business was a joke. It would have gone down months ago if I hadn't have kept pumping money into it. I was chasing a dream. Just the same as I have been doing all my life, and you can't build a future on that.
Vicky, my love, it took me 40 years to learn that lesson. Are you sure you don't want to come out?
Yeah, positive.
Look, I don't want to try and run your life for you, but I don't think it's right that you should be in here moping. Why don't you give your friends a ring?
What friends?
Oh, the riding stables, people at school.
And what do we talk about? What I've done since I last saw them?
There's no need to mention any of that. Just have a chat, see what they've been up to. Let them know you're still around.
Look, I appreciate you trying to help, Grandad. I really do, but not today. Maybe someday. I may go for a walk later.
All right, whatever you say. I'll not be far away if you want me. And Jessie's always got plenty of change for the phone.
Will you give up? What's going on? You're giving me a nosebleed.
Yeah, well, you look at that's all I'm giving you. Bank holiday, and what are we doing? Big fat nothing.
I didn't think I'd be seeing you two today. I thought you'd be burning the road upon your bike.
The roads will be chocker. A couple of pints, please, Jack. Anyway, I was hoping to strip it down.
Oh, and who's going to put it back together again?
I said hoping to. I thought Jim McDonald might give us an hand, but the way things have turned out...
Ah, well, he's got enough on his plate, son, hasn't he?
So what are we going to do this aft? And if you think I'm going to sit glued to that sports channel...
Yeah, we'll have to find something else to do.
Like what?
Well, I don't know. Something will come up while I'm in the stripping down mill.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, now then, we're not licensed for dancing.
Right, I'm off.
Oh, it's all right for some, isn't it?
I've just been on holiday for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I feel as if I've been back a month already.
At least you got away. I can't remember the last time I had an holiday. Gary, mine's half a shandy if you were thinking of asking.
Oh, go on, Jack.
All right.
Now, you sup at the Legion, don't you?
I've got a couple of mates who drink in there, but the beer don't always agree with me.
I'm not surprised, Mountain you knocked back.
I'm not talking about the ale, I'm talking about the folk who serve it.
Eh?
Well, there's a job going behind the bar, full time.
Oh, well, thanks for the thought, man, but I've got enough on my plate here.
I'm not talking about you, for me.
You?
Certainly me. I've got experience.
But you've got a job here.
Not full time, I haven't.
What's it got to do with me?
I thought you might know somebody who could put a word in.
Well, what's up with him? He's your man. He's on the committee.
Put it away.
Eh?
I'll get this.
Right, well, I'll just take these in, and then we'll have a bite to eat at the Rovers.
I mean, who'd have thought anybody could get that worked up over a missed putt?
Well, it wasn't just the one, was it, Norris?
What does Angela expect? Hovering over me like a vulture every time I have a club in my hand.
And then when you knocked her ball away with that flag.
It was an accident. I was taking it out to help the lady vice-captain.
Yes, and you did, because she won the hole and she and I won the match.
There was no need to go berserk.
Think yourself lucky it was only a golf club.
Every time I look at you, you remind me of him.
Your father?
You've got the same bearing. You old soldiers never lose it. You take a pride in yourselves.
Well, we've got a lot to be proud of, haven't we? Though why we bothered, I don't know, and have a look round at some of these youngsters today.
Well, you might have come across him. He must have been in France same time as you were.
Ah, so we're a lot more.
Sergeant Smedley.
Smedley.
Arthur.
What regiment was he in?
Lancashire Fusiliers and then the Paras. I mean, he were dropped all over the place. Normandy, Ardennes, Germany.
South Lancashire?
Could have been.
Well, they were transferred to Paris in 1943. They became the 13th Parachute Regiment. I had a couple of pals in that, but I can't recall Arthur Smedley.
He was known to his pals as Deadly.
Deadly?
Deadly Smedley. Oh, we saw a few off in his time, did me, Dad? You were in catering, weren't you?
Yes, that's right. We all had our job to do.
Of course you did. Where would folk have been without people like you?
That's right. An army marches on its stomach, you know.
Oh, Derek, what are you doing back so early?
Don't ask me this.
You've not upset Angela again.
Not me, no. I was a model of good behaviour.
No, I'm afraid I was the one that didn't quite come up to scratch. Do you know, she wouldn't even let us stop for lunch.
But it's only a game. Nothing's only a game to Angela.
He made some good pals in the war, did me, Dad? He used to say, no matter who you are, where you come from, you're all mates together.
You had to be. Your life depended on it.
It's a pity you never came across him. You'd have got on a treat.
Have you time for another?
Oh, you must be fed up of me going on about the war. You must be bored rigid.
Good heavens, no, it's been my pleasure.
Most folks want to forget about that now.
Ah, more's the pity.
Yeah, you were a proud man, me Dad. I like to keep his memory alive. And knowing you're a man of the same generation, the same spirit...
Jack, say him again, please, when you're ready.
Right, Cop.
Hey, love.
Thanks, Vera, yeah.
Nah, put your money away.
Oh, cheers.
Hey, you couldn't do us a little favour, could you?
Now, if it's about working tonight...
No, it isn't. I just wanted a few minutes of your time now, you know. Well, when you've had your pint.
Now?
Not behind the bar. I want you to have a look at the books. See how we've done it last fortnight since we've been away, like.
One chicken on brown, one cheese on brown.
Only don't make a song and dance about it.
Hiya. No, you can't.
Of course you can. Sit down.
No, hang on. We're not stopping.
What are you doing here?
Cavalry's arrived.
You what?
Yours truly.
Come and give you a break.
I'm really looking forward to it. You see, I never get any contact with customers at the hotel, but here it's different, isn't it?
Well, actually, we were thinking of closing early today. It hasn't exactly been one of our busiest days.
Not best policy, Mrs. Baldwin, if you don't mind me saying. You disappoint one potential customer, it's one too many in my book.
Quite right.
You get off, enjoy yourselves.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go on.
Perfect. Thanks, Roy.
Not at all. Oh, take the week if you like. I've plenty of time on my hands.
All right.
Where's my drink?
Hang on. We're going. Right.
Right.
Right, come on, you two.
I want to stop here. Yeah!
Oh, you want to stop here, dear? All right, well, you stop here.
Okay, then.
I wonder where we should go, though. Maybe we should go down to that ice cream farm we've seen advertised in the recorder.
Yeah!
I knew you'd change your mind. Right, come on, chop.
I'll see you then. Thank you.
Au revoir, Alma.
Bye.
Right, I'll make a start on the washing up. Brought my own gloves.
Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you said you weren't working today.
Well, I wasn't. I'm not. Well, not properly. I just thought I'd put in a little bit of time, Betty, you know. I've not got a lot to do, see, Anne's at work.
But you did then before Jack and Vera went away.
Yes. I'm just bringing them up to date, you know.
I see. From the time when me and Billy were in charge, you mean?
Well, look, Betty, this wasn't my idea.
I know whose idea it was.
Yeah, my love, thank you for the drink. Very nice of you.
Hey, just what are you accusing me of? Me and my Billy?
I'm not accusing you of anything.
What's up?
Well, Andy's looking at the books.
I know, I've asked him to bring him up to date.
Obviously, he says, you just don't trust us, do you?
Of course we trust you, Betty.
Listen, when me and Billy said we'll look after this place, we were doing you a favour. This is all the thanks you get. You can find yourself another couple of mugs the next time.
See what you've done now.
So why is she getting upset, eh? If she's not too hard, answer me that.
Right, we're off.
Oh, you can't go now. It's my round.
Another time, eh?
I'll come with you.
I don't think it's a good idea, Norris.
I'd love a cup of coffee.
1 cup of coffee.
Then home.
Roy,
Yes?
what have you done with the salt?
Stops them getting damp, clogging in the tops. There you go.
Oh, thank you.
I've filled the sauce bottles, vinegar, sugar bowls,
Well, you've just about covered everything then, haven't you?
and I've removed the ashtrays.
You've removed the ashtrays.
Well, you don't like folks smoking in here, do you?
No, but I mean, you know, if they want to.
I'm not saying you stop them, you just don't make it so obvious that you allow it.
By removing the ashtrays.
Right.
So if they do smoke, they'll put it out in the sugar bowl or on the floor.
No, they don't. They ask for an ashtray and you give them one. But you'll not get that many asking. I mean, so many places are non-smoking these days. No one's sure whether they can light up or not. Putting an ashtray on the table, that's an open invitation.
Oh, well, I suppose it's worth a try.
Yeah, it's one example of how you give folk a free choice, but you influence what that choice is. I get lots of satisfaction from that. It's one of the reasons I like working here. I mean, this isn't just a cafe, is it? It's a window on the fascinating world of human behaviour. Are you going to put these salt cellars on the table, or shall I?
Well,
Well, there is a difference between what Betty took and what you'd normally bank for the same period.
I knew it.
How much?
It's nearly 200 quid.
Good.
What do you mean she's done this for nearly 200 quid?
No, Vera, you're up nearly 200 quid on the fortnight.
Well.
Well, I think we know every duck in that park, don't we?
Did you take him to the pets corner?
Yeah, went there as well, didn't we?
He loves it there. I'd take him more often, but it takes so long. By the time I've walked there, it's time to come back again.
Well, go on.
What?
It'd be so much easier if you could drive.
Well, it would be, wouldn't it?
You got some help plates, I take it.
Have you thought someone will teach
Yeah,
me?
well, don't look so surprised. You've been working on me long enough.
You will?
Well, I'm not going to get a peace and quiet until I give it a go, am I?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Barlow.
Right, tell you what I'll do. I'll give you a couple of lessons and we'll see how it works out. I'm not promising anything more than that.
Oh, it'll work out. Honest, it will.
Yeah, well, we'll see. All the things I do for you.
I'm sorry about today, Andy, having to work.
Oh, can't be helped, can it? I couldn't go very far anyway, not with the state my mum was in.
I wish,
Well, if I said she was getting any better about it, I'd be lying on her. Families, eh? What do we do to deserve them? Right, what do you want to do?
I'm not bothered.
Well, I reckon I can scrape enough together for a pizza, maybe.
Not all families are like yours, you know.
Yeah, so they tell me.
Are you working on Friday?
Friday night? No.
Do you fancy coming for tea?
Why? You and my dad going out?
No, they'll be there. I'm getting tired of them asking about you. Reckon it's time they found out for themselves. Well?
Yeah. All right, then you're on.
Right, don't expect too much.
Well, I'll eat anything, Anne, you know that.
No, from my mum and dad. I mean, they're nothing special. Dad ordinary, really.
Oh, well, that makes a change for a start, doesn't it? Come on, drink up.
Well, that's what he told me, Jim.
Andre? Oh,
How do?
See, like I'm saying, that's the wee fella I feel sorry for.
What, you're Andy?
Oh, aye, he's trying to make a go of things and he's lumbered with us lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But I wouldn't worry about him. I mean, he knows what he's doing. He can look after himself, can Andy?
Right, lads, 2 pints of liquid gold coming up.
That'll do for a start, Jack. I have a feeling it's going to be a long evening.
Oh, no. Look, William, not for me, all right, OK?
Oh, come on, Jim. If anybody had a good reason to get smashed, you do.
Yes, look, I'm very sorry, all right? I don't feel like it, not tonight. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's the way it is, OK, Willie?
What stopped, Mavis?
No, it hasn't. I was just wondering how much longer you were thinking of staying.
I don't suppose there's any chance of a black coffee.
Oh, Norris, you've had enough coffee to sink a battleship.
And the rest?
It's time you were going home. Angela will be wondering where on earth you've got to.
Angela? Angela who?
Your wife.
No, I don't have a wife. Because wives don't humiliate their husbands. They don't treat them like vermin.
I'll ring for a taxi.
No, it's all right, it's all right. I've got the car here somewhere.
You're not driving anywhere.
Do you want to ring Angela from here? Let her know you're on your way home?
Why should I? She never tells me what she's doing.
But she's your wife. She'll be worried about you.
No, she won't, you see, because she doesn't give two figs about me. You and Dirk Mavis are different. You positively radiate togetherness, sharing each other's lives, sharing each other's love. No, you're a very lucky Dirk man. I mean, man, Dirk. Anyway, I envy you. Do you know, this is the only place in the whole world where I feel really wanted. Yeah, really, really comfortable.
Derek, that tax.
I think I might have an early night.
Oh, right. Are you feeling any better, love?
Yes, I think so. I'm sorry about this afternoon. I think I just needed a little time to myself, you know, to think about what's happened to me. Put my life in perspective. I was thinking about Bet, actually. I've thought about her quite a bit.
Bet? What's she got to do with anything?
I never forgave her for leaving.
Well, that's hardly surprising.
That's because I didn't understand. I didn't see things from her point of view, only mine. But now I think I do understand. I think we have a lot in common.
Now, look, if you're trying to say that you and Bet...
We have, really. We felt the same. We felt safe and secure in our environments, our relationships, our own little worlds. We thought there were people around us who we could rely on when things got tough. Well, that's what Bet thought until she turned to those people. And they didn't want to know.
Bet brought a lot of that on herself, you know, Vicky.
So what'd you do then? Who'd you turn to?
Look, if you're trying to say you haven't anyone in the world, then you're wrong, because you've got me for a start.
You're right. I can have a life that's worth living.
Well, of course you can.
My education wasn't totally wasted. I mean, I've done a business course. I've still got a little bit of money left.
You have a roof over your head for as long as you want it. And I can fix you with something at Sunlight, and still summer turns up.
Well, that won't be necessary.
Oh, so what are you going to do?
Well, I don't know yet, but I'll think of something. But whatever it is, it won't be around here.
Look, Vicky, don't you think it's a bit early to be thinking about leaving?
I'm not thinking about it. I'm going to do it. I've got to. There's too many bad memories round here and too many people who know what's happened. No, if I'm going to make a fresh start, I'm going to make it as far away from Weatherfield as possible. And the sooner the better. Night-night.